Alright, let's solve this equation. So distribute, combine, isolate, solve. So first I'm looking for distribution. On the left side, there's nothing to distribute, so I'm just going to rewrite 3n minus 5 equals, on the right side, I do have distribution because there's a number by that parenthesis, so I'm going to have to distribute negative 8 times each thing inside. So negative 8 times 6 is negative 48. Negative 8 times 5n is going to be negative 40n. Alright, so I distributed. I look to combine like terms on either side. So on the left side, 3n minus 5, those aren't like terms. On the right side, negative 48 minus 40n, those aren't like terms. Okay, so now I'm ready to isolate, which means use zero pairs. Okay, and you can go either way that you want. I'm going to move this 5. So negative 5 plus 5 is 0. That's my zero pair. I'm going to add 5 to the constant on the other side. Remember, my goal is get the variables on one side, constants on the other. So this is going to be negative 43 minus 40n. Okay, so I have the constants on one side, the variables, okay, 3n's alone over there, so let's move the negative 40n. So zero it out, so I don't have it on the right side anymore. Add it to the other side. Okay, so I'm going to have 43n equals negative 43. Okay, so I've distributed, combined, isolate. Now all that's left is for me to solve. So I divide by the coefficient. So n is going to equal negative 1. Okay, and the goal here is that this should reduce to 1. So cool, n equals negative 1. That means when I plug negative 1 into my original equation, it should be a true statement. Okay, let's do another one. Distribute, combine, isolate, solve. Distribute, combine, isolate, solve. So I look on the left first. Negative 3 times, oh, there's the parentheses, so I'm going to distribute. Negative 3 times 4x is negative 12x. Negative 3 times 3 is negative 9. And then I'm done. Okay, cool. On this side, 43 minus 4 times. Okay, so negative 4 is times this, not the 43. So 43 just comes down. Don't make the mistake of distributing that. Only what's attached to the parentheses. So negative 4 times 6x is negative 24x. Negative 4 times 1 is negative 4. Okay, we've cleared our parentheses. The next thing we're going to do is look for combining like terms. So I look on the left side. Negative 12x and negative 9 are not like terms. One has a variable, one doesn't. So I'm going to leave that how it is. I look on the other side. I have 43 and negative 4. Ooh, those are like terms, so I have to combine. 43 minus 4 is going to be 39. And then the negative 24x is not like terms, so I just write that down. Okay, we've combined like terms. The next thing is isolate. Okay, so we want to get the variables on one side and the constants on the other side. And you can do this either way that you want. So I could zero out the negative 12x if I wanted to. So negative 12x plus 12x. Remember, it should equal 0. That's what a zero pair is. So plus 12x over here. So I'm left with negative 9 equals 39. And negative 24x plus 12x is going to be negative 12x. Okay, then the next thing that I need to do is I need to get rid of that 39. So we're going to subtract 39, because that's 0, minus 39 here. Okay, so on the right side, those are both negatives, so I'm going to add those together. You could use Desmos real quick to just verify that. Okay, so this is going to be negative 48 equals, okay, that's 0, so I'm left with negative 12x. Okay, my variables on one side, constants are the other, so the last thing that I have to do is solve for the x, which means divide by the coefficient so that it equals 1x, right? So 1x divided by negative 12, minding my sign, okay? Negative 48 divided by negative 12 is 4. So 4 equals x. When I put 4 in for my x's up here, that would be a true statement.